Loses it, Doyle slams it home! The crowd rises to their feet in celebration. It was arguably the best dunk of the year.
And it's starting to feel like March in the hangar as we get set for a packed house for the Battle of US-67 between the Macomb Bombers and the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Good evening, everybody. Great to have you along with us for the Battle of US-67 between these two old foes. It's Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville, the rivalry that never gets old. We get set for the Battle of US-67 between these two ball clubs. Good evening, everybody. Justice Keene alongside station engineer Rich Fowler. Great to have you with us as we set the stage for you tonight for the final game of the IHSA Class 2A regular season tonight. The final game ahead of America's original March Madness beginning next week for the Bombers in Downs, Illinois. The Bombers coming off a 4-point victory over the Payson Seymour Indians earlier in the week on Tuesday by a score of 54-50. Nick Elby leading the way for the Bombers with 10 and Drew Watson adding 7 in that effort. And it was a game where, Drew Watson limited for the Bombers, and you didn't have Nolan Hogue with an injury in the second half of that one. Both players set to be active tonight for Jeremy Anderson's team, so he'll be at full strength tonight. To the roster, we'll see how both those players look in action tonight. With that 54-50 win at Payson, Macomb does keep their streak alive and win their 20th game. Have not had a non-20 win season in the 2020 decade, of course excluding that 14-game season where we didn't even get 20 games in. But Macomb has had a 20-win season every season in this decade where you've played 20 games. So Macomb keeping that streak alive. 20-9 entering this ball game tonight, looking for win number 21 entering the IHSA postseason. Monmouth-Roseville coming in 11-17, a season where Monmouth has not been at full strength for a lot of their contests this year, always been missing kind of one or two players, but a big run over the second half of the season for Chuck Grant's team as they look ahead to the IHSA postseason next week as well. Coming off a 11-point victory over Rock Ridge, 61-50 earlier in the week, and they're trying to keep the winning streak alive this week, and Monmouth-Roseville trying to close the regular season on a win as well. We have a lot more coming your way in our MDH pregame show. We'll talk to Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. We'll talk recent matchups between these two teams, our Keen's keys to the ball game, and the opening tip-off presented by Tom Conklin State Farm of Macomb. All that and more coming up next on the Bomber Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time. Sometimes the best healing happens at home. MDH Home Healthcare provides skilled services to children or adults in need of nursing or therapy services. MDH Home Healthcare covers McDonough County and portions of Fulton, Hancock, Schuyler, and Warren counties. Specialized expertise in wound care, IV medication administration, medication teaching, and orthopedic care is available to patients in their own home. Visit MDH.org to learn more about home healthcare. The care you need, the comfort of home.
When you trust your healthcare needs to MDH, you'll receive the highest quality, compassionate care from our nationally accredited medical departments and award-winning staff. We are here for you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, providing exceptional care right here in Macomb. We also accept Aetna, HealthLink, Blue Cross Blue Shield, and most other insurance plans for your convenience. McDonough District Hospital, your regional healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Final game of the IHSA Class 2A regular season tonight from the hangar in Macomb, Illinois. Great to have you with us as we get set for Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville in the battle of US-67. The junior varsity contest finishing up as we speak right now. Macomb trailing in this one 39-31. So the JV team playing their final game of the season tonight. Both these teams heading to postseason work next week. Monmouth-Roseville opens postseason play on Monday night. They will have to play in a play-in quarterfinal game. They'll host Princeton on Monday night in the quarterfinal round. If they win that one, they will advance to the Farmington Regional and play top-seeded Sherrard at 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Macomb, they're heading to Tri-Valley in Downs, Illinois, over past Bloomington to face Bloomington Central Catholic in the opening round of the regionals. They'll play in the semifinals, win that, and they'll get the winner of Manual and then the quarterfinal play-in game on Macomb's side in the regional final on Friday night. So America's Original March Madness tipping off next week. We look forward to bringing you live coverage of the postseason. It's a great time of year and set to be an exciting week as we head towards the finale, wrapping things up for the winter sports seasons, and we look towards baseball, softball, track and field, girls soccer, all that stuff in the spring here in just a couple of weeks. The JV contest with about 13 seconds left in it. Macomb going to lose their final JV game of the year, down by 10 right now for the final 10 seconds. And we will have the varsity pregame beginning here with the 15-minute clock. Macomb will lose 41-31 in the JV contest, and that'll wrap up the opening game of the night, 41-31. We're going to take another break. When we return, Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson joins us to preview this contest and more. We'll still have our Keys to the game, our coaches' thoughts with Jeremy Anderson, and then their opening tip-off presented by Tom Conklin, State Farm of Macomb. All coming up next from the hangar on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
And we're back at the hangar. It's the battle of US-67, Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville, the final game of the 25-26 regular season. Visiting with Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. It's our MDH pregame show. And Coach, anytime these two teams meet, it's throw out the records. It's going to be a battle just like any other matchup in the program's history with Monmouth-Roseville.
Yeah, I think the situation where familiarity builds competitiveness, right? We're very familiar with one another. Obviously, we've played already once this year, but we play a couple of times each season, and so the kids are very familiar with the opposing players. And, you know, Coach Grant and myself have a really good relationship, and so that makes it even more competitive. I think both teams are still looking to play their best basketball, to be honest with you. I think Coach and Monmouth-Roseville just now starting to get healthy. You know, they've had guys in and out of the lineup the entire season, and our situation now is we're trying to decide who's healthy and who's not and try to work some other guys in. And so I think it'll be a really competitive game. Absolutely.
Looking back earlier in the week, a tight win at Payson, 54-50. a game that came down to the wire there towards the end and make a couple free throws to get out of there. What do you take out of that game coming into tonight?
Well, we knew going to Payson it would be really tough, right? They usually play really well at home. They usually shoot the ball really well at home, and that was no exception. One of the things we talked about with our guys is we have to be ready to match their intensity. You know, it was their senior night. They always put on a really good show at Payson. It's a really important thing to them, right, the basketball program. And so they're going to play with that intensity and that urgency. I thought our guys did a pretty decent job defensively for the most part of matching that urgency. And we made some shots, which was great. You know, Kellen Martin stepped up and made some huge three-pointers throughout the game. And like you said, we made just enough free throws to kind of seal it there at the end. But that was a good win for us on the road, especially when we played the entire second half without Nolan Hogue.
Second meeting with Monmouth-Roseville, one of the only home-and-home games on our schedule, and a long-standing tradition between the two programs. Going back, we win that game up at the Shoebox earlier in the year. Feels like a long time ago now as we inch towards the postseason next week. What can you remember about that first meeting this year and getting out of there with a win?
Well, you know, it's always a really tough place to play, right? And it's really hard to win there. So I thought that was a really good win for us. However, Monmouth played without two starters that night, which will both be in the lineup tonight. So that's going to change our defensive matchups. If we can take anything out of that game, it's that we're going to have to be really tough and physical defensively because they're going to attack the basket. And so rebounding wise, obviously, is always going to be really important, but even more so tonight because they're so big and physical underneath.
Nolan Hogue kind of a little bit of an injury during the Payson game, and Drew Watson obviously kind of back and forth there too. Give us an update on both those players for tonight's game.
Yeah, we're expecting both of them to play. We don't know what their capacity is going to be. Hopefully that they can give us as much as they have, but we'll be smart about it too. You know, we're still looking forward to next week and trying to get everybody full speed go for Wednesday night. But yeah, we're expecting them to play, and we'll have to have guys step up, right? We have, 8 or 9 guys that are very capable of playing a lot of varsity minutes, and we did that at Payson, and we'll try to do that again tonight.
Last year, this game was kind of a little bit of a trap game for us going into the postseason. Lost up at Monmouth-Roseville and trying to turn the tables tonight and get into the postseason with the win. I know maybe something you mentioned to your team earlier in the week in practice is try to get into the postseason on a high note.
Yeah, I thought last year was actually a wake-up call for us that we'd kind of been sleepwalking through some of those games late in the season, and it really opened our eyes. And so that led us into the regional playing much more urgent, right? Games against Canton and Rock Ridge here, I thought we were really tuned in defensively. Our guys this year, I think that it's a little bit different situation, but we'd like to build some confidence, right? We really had our confidence shaken that night against Illini West. And then so we tried to bounce back with a couple of wins since then. And so hopefully we can keep that going into tonight.
Game where post players are going to be big. Obviously, Nick Elby was big for us earlier in the week at Payson, and then outside the arc there, Kellen Martin hit a couple of threes too. How much do you look toward the post players for this matchup?
We really need them to score, right? But even more important, we need them to defend because Monmouth-Roseville is going to be really aggressive inside. They have 3 or 4 post guys that are going to be looking to score quite a bit, and so we're going to have to step that up defensively. But it's going to be a team effort, right? Especially when you're away from the ball. We're going to have to do a better job of being aware, knowing where cutters are, knowing we have to help on screens, and being able to keep those big guys off the glass.
Visiting with Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson on our MDH pregame show ahead of Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Give us a couple of keys to the game for tonight.
Well, defensively, we have to be really solid. We have to make sure that we're communicating well. That's something that I thought we need to do a better job of, and we kind of stressed in practices this week, is if you see something, you have to say something, right? You have to be ready to help on screens. You have to be ready to help your teammates out when you're off the ball. And then offensively, we need to make sure that we take good care of it. We can't have any silly turnovers. We have to make sure that we're getting that good quality look every single possession.
Last opportunity for this senior class to play at home in front of their home fans here at the Hangar. And then last time for, the sophomores, freshmen, juniors, everybody involved. One last game in front of the home fans. What can you take away from this group and as they finish off the regular season and their couple of their final games in their career here at the Hangar?
Yeah, I think it's been a really fun group to coach, right? Our senior guys that are going to be graduating have been a part of a lot of successful seasons, and so I think that they've been huge contributions to our program. Hopefully that they've learned some things from the guys ahead of them and that they pass some things on to the guys behind them because that's how we perpetuate, a good successful program. I think the season overall has been a lot of fun. I think we've learned a lot throughout the course of the season. We've had our highs and our lows, which usually happens pretty much every season. And then you look forward to next week, and it's like you're starting over, and everybody goes back to ground zero, and you look ready to be competitive against some really tough teams.
Coach, good luck tonight.
Thank you.
That's Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson. It's our MDH pregame show. Back with more from the hangar and the battle of US-67, Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Since 1958, McDonough District Hospital has proudly served the residents of West Central Illinois. We've built new facilities, hired highly trained, experienced, and caring medical staff members, and expanded our service offerings to meet your healthcare needs, all while providing the best possible patient experience. Let us show you why McDonough District Hospital is your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Back at the hangar, and it is rocking tonight. A full house on hand as we get set for Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville in the battle of US-67. Before we go any further, though, let's pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliates to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID on Bomber Basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Nation checking in with us tonight. Savannah, Georgia, Downers Grove, Illinois, St. Louis, Missouri, Austin, Texas, Adair, Illinois, Nashville, Tennessee, as well as Jackson, New Jersey, Tucson, Arizona, Olney, Illinois, Pittsfield, as well as Downers Grove, Aiken, South Carolina, Champaign, Illinois, Orlando, Florida, and Miami. Great to have you with us tonight as we get set for Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. And the rivalry between these two teams going strong as it does every year. Last few matchups between these two ball clubs, they met on January 17th, 2026. Feels like a lifetime ago now. It's been over a month. Macomb wins that one at the Shoebox, 59-48, a game where Drew Watson goes for 19, and really Macomb, close game in the first half, and they pull away in the second half, and then the last meeting this time of year was a year ago, 2/21, so about a year ago today. Macomb lost that game at Monmouth-Roseville 43-37, and that was really a wake-up call, as Jeremy Anderson put it, for his squad going into the IHSA postseason last year. And, of course, we all know how that one ends. Macomb makes that run to the championship and knocks off Rock Ridge here at the hangar, 42-41 in a Nolan Hogue buzzer beater. So Macomb, they've shown they've been able to make the runs, and they can do it in style. It's Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville, the battle of US-67, and it's coming up next. Our Keys to the game coming up, and then we'll have our Tom Conklin State Farm opening tip-off after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course. WIU's scenic, public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
We join you back from the hangar in Macomb, Illinois. Let's take a look at tonight's Keys to the game for Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Keys to the game. Number one tonight, we have to control the tempo. It's our tempo is going to dictate how we come out of the locker room and out of the huddle to start the game. Let's be smart on offense. Run our offense, do what we do, and defensively, let's get the stops and get back on offense and do what we do best. Control the tempo. Number two, stay aggressive in the paint. Our post players are going to be big in this. Monmouth-Roseville, they know how to use their post players to their advantages, so we have to be aggressive in the paint offensively and defensively. And number 3, rebound. The winner of this game tonight is going to be the one who wins the rebounding battle. Get on the glass. Every loose ball is ours, and that's going to lead us to success. Those are the keys to the game for Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. The battle of US-67, the last meeting between these two ball clubs for the regular season of 25-26. Can you believe it? It flew by fast. It always does. And we will be set for a thriller here at the hangar. The Titans entering the floor, and they're greeted by the Orange Crush over there as they make their way out of the locker room. Chuck Grant making his way out as well. Hall of Fame head coach trying to lead his team to one final victory tonight in the regular season. Macomb trying to make their 30th game the best and move on to the IHSA Regional in dominant fashion. The Bombers looking to make 30th the best tonight. The Titans looking to knock off the Bombers. It's all coming up next on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
This has been a presentation of the McDonough District Hospital pregame show. We're set for Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville, the final meeting of these two ball clubs ahead of the postseason. Starting lineups, national anthem, opening introductions momentarily here from the hangar. Macomb trying to enter the postseason on a win tonight and get out of here in victory formation. Bombers getting their final shots up ahead of the opening tap between these two teams, and both these teams wanting to enter the postseason on a positive note. And obviously the hangar is a really hard place to play. It's even harder when it is filled to the rafters, and it's packed here tonight. Great to see a big crowd on hand for the final game of the season at home, and we'll let you take in the MHS Pet Band. Welcome back to the hangar. It's Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. Final game of the IHSA regular season 2025-2026. The Orange Crush turns around as they turn their back to the opening introductions of Chuck Grant's Monmouth-Roseville Titans. No surprises in Chuck Grant's starting lineup tonight. Clay Castile at one guard, number 4. C. Sarcomo, the other guard. The forwards, 11, Lars Bergen and Elliot Rogers, 12. Caden Russell in the middle. Chuck Grant, the head coach of the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. And Macomb, normal starters for Jeremy Anderson's team tonight. Nolan Hogue, Drew Watson, Nick Elby, Isaac Lineball, and Carter Havens. Jeremy Anderson, Zach Keene, Brian Langworthy round out the starting 5 for the Macomb High Bombers. Macomb looking to defend the home floor here tonight in front of a packed crowd. The Bloomington Central Catholic coaching staff just made their way in to the gymnasium tonight. Macomb will play BCC in the regional next week. The intro video will roll here as we get set for Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville tonight from the hangar. As students will make their way down on the floor, and we will roll the intro video here and let you take it in. Set to meet the opening introductions for the Macomb Bombers here on the final moments of our MDH pregame show. Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville from the hangar tonight. The Bombers looking to defend the home floor one more time. And let's go to Todd McDuffie and meet the Macomb Bombers. Jeremy Anderson, Zach Keene, Brian Langworthy heads up the Bomber bench. John Walters, Brian Sorrell, Brian Daniel. The officials tonight, veteran crew out there here on the floor at the hangar. The battle of US-67. Bombers in the home whites, orange, black, and white trim. Monmouth-Roseville in the visiting navy blue with the gray trim. Nolan Hogue at center floor out with Caden Russell. Our opening tip-off brought to you by Tom Conklin, State Farm of Macomb. The battle of US-67. This place is rocking tonight, filled to the rafters. Bombers, Titans. Strap yourselves in, folks. This is Macomb Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network. Tap up in the air, won by the Bombers. They go from our left to right, and we get fired up from the Bomber cheer squad just to our right. Underway in the final game of the regular season for 2025-26. LB right baseline in the lane to Hogue. Loses it, picked up by the Titans. And what do we got? We got a traveling. It'll be back to Macomb. The Orange Crush over there. Love it. Bombers trying to come out with a strong start tonight. They need it. Need some confidence before they head into the postseason. Left wing three. Watson. Round the rim, no good. Picked up by Hogue, out of bounds, they'll say. And it will be back to Monmouth-Roseville. 7:36 to play. Just getting underway here at the hangar tonight. Friday night hoops in Macomb, Illinois. First possession for the Titans. Left baseline three, Clay Castile to hit it. Off the back iron, no good. Rebound top of the key, Lars Bergen. Dribble drive in. Floater from 15 feet, won't go. Rebound to Hogue and Watson, and they'll push the other way. Line ball. Out top of the key is Nolan Hogue. Left baseline, Carter Havens. In the lane, LB to go to the glass. Missed it. Tapped around in the lane. Hogue trying to get a hand on it. Put back. No call. Out of bounds. Stays with Macomb. Scoreless. 7:05 to play in the opening quarter here from the hangar on this Friday night in February. Preparing for America's original March Madness in 1 week's time. Hogue in the lane with it. Loses it. Out of bounds. And it will be Titans basketball. Shaky start for Monmouth and Macomb here. Scoreless 60 seconds into this ball game. Sarcomo brings it up, across the midcourt logo, crosses the timeline. Out top is Caden Russell. He'll kick to C. Sarcomo. Out top, in the lane now. Russell to the basket, up and in. It's Lars Bergen who puts it in for the Titans. He'll strike first in this non-conference battle. 2-0 Titans. Havens out top with Hogue. Watson, outright baseline. Back to the top for Nick Elby. 6:20 to play in the opening quarter. Dribble drive from Isaac Lineball. Back right baseline, Watson for three. Missed it. Rebound off the right leg of Nolan Hogue, and it will be Titan basketball. .6:15 to play opening quarter. A 2-0 advantage for the visiting Titans here at the hangar tonight. Out top is Caden Russell. Russell ahead to C. Sarcomo. At the free throw line is Sarcomo. Looks left baseline to Rogers for three. Missed it. Air ball. Tapped into the right baseline, and it's Caden Russell with it. Dribble drive to the lane. 15-foot floater. Got it. Rogers puts it up and in, and it's a 4-0 start for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Hogue. In the lane is Nick Elby. 360 to the glass. It's waved off, and a foul called prior on the Titans. Clay Castile with the call, his first. So it'll be out of bounds from behind the basket for the Bombers here. 5:36 to play in the opening quarter. A 4-0 start to the contest for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Back baseline, Carter Havens looking. Right baseline now, Drew Watson. Bombers set it up and run it. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic off the bench. Watson to Hogue with it. Hogue to Havens. Bombers yet to score in this contest. Stolen away by the Titans. On the break from our right to left to the basket. No good. And the rebound to Nolan Hogue and the Macomb Bombers. Hogue pushes ahead to Havens, and the Bombers will set things up out in the front court. Watson with it. Switches with Lineball and Havens. Right baseline is Watson. Lineball, dribble drive to the glass. Kicks to Hogue and an offensive foul. Isaac Lineball charged with that one, his first, team first as well. And Macomb, now 3 minutes into this ball game, yet to put anything on the board. Right to left as we see it for courtside here at the hangar. Sarcomo crossed the timeline, and Monmouth-Roseville trying to keep their lead extending. Sarcomo kicks to the free throw line to Russell to put it up and in. 6-0 run to start the game from the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. And the Bombers trying to get something going offensively now. LB with it, out top. 4:30 to play in the opening quarter. Out top is Hogue. Right baseline, Drew Watson. Left baseline is Isaac Lineball. Lineball out to Watson, 4:17 to play in the opening quarter. Pulls up from the free throw line, nothing but net. Drew Watson puts the Bombers on the board and cuts the lead for the Titans back to 4. Out of bounds, and it'll be back to Macomb. Kellen Martin and Cooper Thompson enter for Macomb. Watson will bring it up for Macomb here. 4:05 to play in the opening quarter. Great to have you with us tonight. Macomb and Monmouth, final game of the regular season. Left baseline, Carter Havens with it. Out top to Drew Watson and Kellen Martin. Martin with it. Out top is Nolan Hogue. Hogue looking back out to Carter Havens out top. 3:45 to play in the opening quarter. Watson takes the three at the top of the key. Put back. Hogue off the glass and in. 6-4. Bombers cut the lead to 2. Hogue and Watson with both of the baskets for Macomb tonight. Lars Bergen, 15-foot jumper goes. He's got 4 of the 8 for Monmouth now. Titans answer. 3:18 to play in the opening quarter. Out top is Carter Havens. Havens to the right baseline. Kellen Martin and Watson to the top of the key. Watson and Havens switch spots out top, and now Kellen Martin with it. Macomb running the offense out of bounds, and it'll be back to Monmouth. 3:05 to play. And Macomb, very shaky offense right now for the orange, black, and white. 3 minutes to go. It's 8-4 Monmouth. Out top is Lars Bergen with it. Now to Elliott Rogers. In the lane. Out top is Sarcomo for 3. Missed it. Rebound, Nolan Hogue. Bombers will push. Hogue at the top of the key. Left corner 3, Watson. Yes! Drew Watson buries it for 3, and the Bombers cut the lead to 1. The Hanger coming alive tonight in front of a big crowd on the last game of the regular season, packed to the rafters. Sarcomo with it. Out top for the Titans. Bombers will up the pressure. Dribble drive from Lars Bergen to the glass. Missed it. Rebound to the Bombers and Nolan Hogue. Hogue will push to Kellen Martin. 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. Martin, left baseline, Carter Havens. Out top to Hogue for 3. He got it. And Macomb has their first lead of the ball game at 10-8. 1:50 to play in the first quarter. Sarcomo with it. Out top for the Titans. Kicks ahead. Elliott Rogers out the top of the key. Left baseline, Sarcomo. Now Nick Houston with it at the free throw line. In the lane, Houston can't get it to go. Put back up and good from Caden Russell. All square again at 10 apiece. 1:20 to play in the first quarter, all tied at 10. Left baseline, Carter Havens. Out top is Drew Watson. Watson, dribble drive in the lane, 15-foot floater. Missed it, used every part of the rim. Titans scoop up the basketball and go with it. Running coast to coast to the glass, up and in for Lars Bergen. 6 points for Bergen on the night, 12-10 Titans back in front. Jeremy Anderson off the bench directing traffic. Thompson with it. Out top, Kellen Martin, right wing 3. Missed it. Rebound of the Titans, and they'll go with it. 40 seconds to play in the opening quarter. 12-10. Bombers trailing by 2 on their home floor tonight on this Friday night in February. Final game of the regular season. Hogue tips it off the back of Kellen Martin. Coast to coast for Hogue, and he's fouled. Sarcomo will pick up that one, his first, team second, and we'll have our first free throws of the night. Nolan Hogue. The first one on the way, and he got it. Nothing but net, and the lead back to 1. One more for Nolan Hogue. 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. The second one is up, and he missed it. Off the back iron to the rim. Titans pick up the rebound and go. 23 seconds to play in the opening quarter. Titans up 12-11. Out top is C. Sarcomo. Sarcomo under pressure from Kellen Martin. Havens on defense here, 10 seconds left. 12-11. Titans by 1. Hogue with it. Out top on defense. Russell down to 3 seconds. Sarcomo throws up a prayer, no good. 12-11 at the end of 1. Macomb trailing after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Albee Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today.
Fresh, local, and convenient. At Jackson Street Market, we've got everything you need. From the daily essentials and friendly service, stop in today and see why we're more than just a market. We're your neighborhood store. Jackson Street Market, right around the corner. Always here for you.
Second quarter about to get underway. Great to have you with us tonight. Bomber Nation checking in with us from all over tonight. We have Perry, Georgia with us, Orlando, Florida, Macomb, Illinois, as well as Payson, Illinois, Michigan with us tonight. Denver, Colorado, Boise, Idaho. We got Coach Marty Lozier with us tonight. Bloomington, Illinois. Saw Coach Lozier last night in the Farmington Regional. Great hospitality over there, always is, from the Farmington. So good luck, Coach Lozier, next week in the postseason. Make a run at it. 7:48 to play underway in the second quarter here on this Friday night in February. Titans open with the possession here, up one after the first quarter. Cesar Como with it. Out in the front court, 7:35 to play in the second quarter, just getting underway. Left baseline, Elliott Rogers. Out top, Lars Bergen with it. 7:25 to play. Free throw line, Sarcomo. Back right baseline, Rogers. Dribble drive, stolen away by Nick Elby. Elby to Watson, and he'll set it up. Watson. Out to the right corner for Isaac Lineball. Out top, Hobson. No look pass to Elby to lay it up and in. Elby on the board for the first time tonight for the Bombers and Chuck Grant. 1:32 timeout. 13-12, 7:03 to play in the opening quarter. Back after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
13-12 as we come out of Chuck Grant's first time out of the night. 7:03 to play in the opening part of the first half here, second quarter. Pressure on Cesar Como. Right baseline is Castile in the lane now. Lars Bergen to put it up off the glass. Lars Bergen with 8 now, as Monmouth will keep the lead by 1. Havens with it. Top of the key three. Line ball off the glass. No good off the right corner. Picked up in motion off C. Sarcomo. Sarcomo kicks ahead to Rogers. Can't get it to fall. Havens with it, and he'll take it back left to right as we see it. Across the timeline out in the front court. Havens with it. Left baseline. In the lane is Nolan Hogue. To the glass, up and in. Big play there as that one will go. That's Nick Elby who puts it up and in. He's got 4 now. 15-14, Bombers by 1. Elliott Rogers out top with it with Clay Castile. Titans trying to get the lead back. 5:50 to play in the first half. Out top, Lars Bergen from 15 feet. Got it. Nothing but net. Back and forth we go between these two ball clubs. 5:35 to play. 16-15. Titans by 1. Havens with it. Out top is Nolan Hogue. Watson. Out top is Elby and line ball. 5:20 to play in the first half. No look pass to Elby. Puts it up and in. 17-16. Is this going to be the Nick Elby night? Trying to will this team to a win. 5:09 to play in the first half. Cesar Como with it. Kicks to the top of the key. Elliott Rogers. Rogers in the lane to Bergen. Left baseline 3. Sarcomo missed it. Rebound scooped up at the right baseline. Double team Elby. Hogue off the foot of Hogue. And it will stay with Monmouth-Roseville. 4:54 to play in the first half, 17-16. Macomb hanging on by 1. Nick Houston with it. Free throw line. Left baseline drive from Caden Russell. 360 off the glass, won't go. Picked up at the free throw line. Now in the lane, Houston off the front of the rim. Picked up in the air by Isaac Line. Ball, and the Bombers will go. Jeremy Anderson will make his play call here. 4:35 to play in the first half. Bombers by 1. Largest lead of the night for Macomb is 2. Off the glass and in for Nick Elby. Nick Elby, 19-16. Elby's got 8, all 8 points in the second quarter are Nick Elby's. Sarcomo with it. Out top with Castile. Front with it. Castile in the lane. Sarcomo. Watson on defense. Off the glass. No good. Picked up by Hogan Watson, and they'll run. Into the right baseline for Watson. Out top, Nolan Hogan, Carter Havens. Havens to Watson. 3:50 to play in the first half. Watson, dribble drive in the lane. Looks. Elby with it. Back out Watson. And the Bombers will reset. Jeremy Anderson wants some pace here. Elby at the free throw line with it. Out to Watson. 3:35 to play. Watson to Havens. Put up. Off the glass. Missed it. Tapped out in the front court. Picked up by the Titans and Lars Bergen. Bergen to Sarcomo. With Houston. Underneath, a wide open opportunity. Up and good for Caden Russell. 19-18. Macomb hanging on by 1. Left baseline, Nolan Hogue. Out top, Isaac Line. Ball right court, Nick Elby. 19-18, 3 minutes to play in the first half. Watson, tipped out of the hands of Watson, scooped up in the lane, Nolan Hogue. Hogue to Elby, and he's fouled and goes down hard. And he'll get 2 free throws. Second foul on C. Sarcomo. 19-18. 2 free throws here for Nick Elby. First one up and in. (20-18). One more here for Nick Elby. And a foul called on the floor. It'll stay with Macomb. (20-18). Macomb hanging on by 2. Battle of US-67. Bragging rights on the line here tonight at the hangar. 2:40 to play in the first half. Out top is Elliott Rogers. Rogers to Houston at the free throw line. Dribble drive from Houston. Double team Elby and Hogue, and a foul called against Nick Elby. Be Elby's first foul of the night. Out of bounds for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. 20-18, 2:32 to play in the first half. Out top is Nick Houston. In the lane now. Off the glass and in. Elliott Rogers puts it in, and we're all square at 20. Bombers with it. Left baseline, Watson. Out top is Carter Havens. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Right corner, Nolan Hogue. Martin tipped out of his hands. Right baseline 3, Nolan Hogue. Missed it. Off the corner of the rim, no good. Picked up by the Titans. They'll go the other way with it. Houston pitches ahead to Sarcomo, and he'll set it up out front. 1:45 to play in the first half. Dribble drive in the lane. Put up, no good. Rebound, no good as well for Lars Bergen. Third time is the charm. Tipped around. Kellen Martin picks it up. Under pressure, double team in the backcourt. Jeremy Anderson says he wants a timeout. He'll get it. First one of the night called by Jeremy Anderson. 1:34 to play in the first half after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
.134 to play in the first half. We're all square at 20 in the Battle of US-67, the final meeting of these two ball clubs. In the regular season, only chance for another meeting would be in the IVC sectional in a couple of weeks' time. Out front, Watson, right baseline, Carter Havens. 1:23 to play, tipped out of the hands of Havens, and it'll stay with Macomb. 1:22 to play in the first half. Bomber dance team will have their annual guy-girl dance at halftime. Always a MHS tradition. We'll have that for you coming up next during the halftime break. Halftime numbers and more all coming up next on our halftime report. 1:18 to play in the first half, all square at 20. Watson to take it out of bounds near the Macomb, or the Monmouth-Roseville bench, rather. Elby drives, puts it up and in. The Nick Elby game tonight. 11 for Elby. He's got all the points for Macomb in the second quarter. 22-20. Elby keeping Macomb on the map tonight. Out top is Elliott Rogers. Rogers kicks back. Clay Castile with it. Out front, Nick Houston. 53 seconds to play in the first half. Clay Castile guarded by Drew Watson. Out top with Nolan Hogue. Russell kicks to the top of the key, finds Elliott Rogers. 43 seconds to play. Chuck Grant directing traffic. 3-ball, top of the key, buried it. Nick Houston. 23-22, and Monmouth back in front by 1. 30 seconds left in the first half. Watson out in front. 23 seconds to play. All tied at 22. Scoreboard says 22 all. They must have changed that from a 3 to a 2. We'll check it during the halftime break. 22 all. 10 seconds left. Right baseline, Nick Elby. Watson. Martin, right baseline, dribble drive to Watson, out top under pressure, 2 seconds, 3-ball, buried it. Drew Watson, buzzer beater, and the place comes alive. 25-22, and Drew Watson will give the place something to cheer about as we head to the halftime break after this on the Bomber Sports Network. Chuck Grant having words with the officiating crew out here. He's not happy about something. I don't know what it was, but Chuck is still exchanging words with the officials down here. He's got to be careful. They're still talking things over at the scores table. I don't know what Chuck Grant was upset about down here, but he's being very vocal. And he's still going at the officials here. I don't know what there is to be upset about. Evidently there's something he didn't like. Chuck Grant still having discussion with our officiating crew out here right now. And he's going to give up. So 25-23 at the halftime break. So must have switched that 2 from a 3. We're going to get it all sorted out here momentarily. For the halftime enjoyment, here is the Bomber Dance Team and their annual Guy-Girl Dance.
Yes. You got 8 of them. You mean 28 or 30 more?
Yes. Something like that.
You got one more.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Good to see you.
They'll end it with a bow. The Bomber dance team with their annual Guy-Girl dance, wrapping up their final performance of the year here in our final regular season contest in the Battle of US-67. We join you back here at the halftime break. Justice Keene, great to have you with us tonight. Back with second half play-by-play momentarily here. Halftime numbers, Nick Elby leading Macomb tonight. It's the Nick Elby game, 11 for him. Had nearly all the points in the second quarter for Macomb until Drew Watson buried that three at the end. He's got 6 for Macomb. Or 8 rather, excuse me, for Macomb. 6 for Nolan Hogue. Those are the points for Macomb. 25-23. So at the end of the quarter there, you saw Chuck Grant getting a little frustrated with the officials. They ruled the 3 ball by Nick Houston. Originally it was a 2. They're going to flip it back. They're going to say it's a 3. So the updated score here at halftime, 25-23. For the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Leading scorer Lars Bergen with 10, a basket from Elliott Rogers, 8 for Caden Russell. 25-23 at the halftime break. We take another break here. 25-23 Macomb leading by 2 at the halftime break on the Bomber Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course. WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henningfit, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial.
Macomb, your perfect ride is waiting at UM Autos. Discover top-notch service and models all right here in your hometown. Visit UM Autos in Macomb today, where quality meets the road, at 230 West Jackson Street in Macomb.
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302.
Great to have you with us. We're back at the hangar in Macomb, Illinois, the final game of the regular season for 2025. 2026. Great to have you with us tonight. It's a 25-23 lead for the Macomb Bombers as we prepare to enter the second half momentarily here. Macomb trying to finish out one final win at the hangar for this regular season. We're going to pause 10 seconds, allow our network affiliate stations to identify themselves. Back in 10 seconds for station ID. This is Bomber Basketball from Learfield.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bomber Sports Network.
Bomber Basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today.
The second half about to get underway here momentarily. 25-23 as we get the second half underway. It's a 2-point advantage for the Macomb Bombers here at the halftime break. Ready to get the second half underway. It will be Macomb basketball out of the locker room. 30 seconds left here in the halftime break. Macomb trying to finish out a win at the hangar tonight and get out of here with 21 wins entering the IHSA postseason. Monmouth-Roseville back out on the floor here. 16 minutes to decide this thing as Macomb looking to close out a victory here tonight at the hangar. Bomber basketball as we get the third quarter underway. It will be line ball to inbound to Watson, and the third quarter underway here at the hangar. 16 minutes left to decide this thing. Macomb in front by 2 with the second half underway. LB out of the free throw line. Big night for him. Hogue out in the left court. Out top it is Watson. Watson to LB out of the top of the key. Havens. Out to Hogue with it, 25-23, 7:30 to go here. In the lane is line ball. LB puts it up and in. Extends the lead to 4. It's the Nick LB night. 27-23. Castile with it. Left baseline for the Monmouth-Roseville offense here. They got to get something going here to answer. Macomb out of the locker room. Down 4. They've had the lead most of the night. 3 ball out top. No good off the glass for Lars Bergen. To line ball right to left. Havens with it. Out top is Watson. Watson will drive. Watson out top, 6:37 to play, third quarter, 27-23. In the lane, Watson. Out top, Carter Havens. Hogue with it. Off his foot, picks it up. Bombers trying to save it, and nearly into the scores table. Jeremy Anderson says got to relax with it on offense here. 27-23, 6:23 to play. Third quarter, Macomb up 4 here. Chuck Grant directing traffic here. Monmouth out of the gate with it. It's Sarcomo with it out of the top of the key, trailing by 4. Titans led for most of the first half. Long 3 ball off the right, no good. Castile, rebound to Hogue, and the Bombers will cross. Baseline for Watson. 2 minutes into the third quarter, 27-23. And knocked out of bounds, and it will be Macomb basketball. 5:54 to play, third quarter, 27-23. In the lane to Havens, puts it up and in. The lead goes to 6. Havens' first basket of the night. 29-23. Macomb's lead is 6, largest of the night. Out top, Caden Russell. Russell with it. Goes right baseline. Switches. Castile with it. Out front. Now ahead to Rogers. Rogers, right 3 ball, no good from Castile. Put back off the glass, no good. Used every part of the rim from Lars Bergen. And Macomb trying to keep this going here. Looks good out of the gate, 29-23, up 6. Free throw line is Nick Elby. Elby out to Havens. Havens in the lane to Hogue. Hogue to line ball. Got it. 31-23, timeout. Monmouth-Roseville. Second one of the night from Monmouth-Roseville, 31-23 after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
The MDH Community Pharmacy in Macomb is open 7 days a week, including extended hours on the weekdays for your convenience. Our team is available to answer questions about all your medications, and we offer free local home deliveries. Aetna, Blue Cross Blue Shield, Medicare, and most insurance plans are accepted. McDonough District Hospital, your community healthcare partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
Big play from Isaac Lineball before the Chuck Grant timeout. Puts it off the glass and in. 31-23 as Macomb keeps extending this lead out of the locker room, and Macomb trying to get into the regular or the postseason with a win here tonight at home. Bomber Nation checking in with us. Macomb, Illinois, class of 70. Boise, Idaho, Michigan, Macomb, Perry, Georgia, Carthage, Gulf Shores, Alabama. All with us tonight in the battle of US-67 between Macomb and Monmouth-Roseville. 31-23. Chuck Grant using his second time out of the night there. 3 left for the Titans. Tipped in midair by Lineball. The Titans able to pull it up and go. Sarcomo with it. Out top, it is Castile for 3. Got it. Castile, first 3 ball of the night. 31-26. 4:27 to play, third quarter. In the lane, Elby off the glass and in. Scoring a foul, and he'll get a free throw. Big performance tonight from Nick Elby. Give him some confidence heading into the postseason. Be the second foul from Castile, his second, team first. 4:26 to play here. Elby can extend the lead here. First one up, missed it off the front of the rim. Tipped into the hands of the Titans. Lars Bergen, he'll push ahead to Sarcomo, and the Titans will push. Elliott Rogers, out left baseline, Lars Bergen. Bergen, free throw line, jumper, no good. Havens right to left, 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. 33-26. Out top is Nolan Hogue. 3:55 to play. Elby with it. Out front, Hogue, dribble drive, scooped into the hands of Castile. Pick it up and go. Lars Bergen pushes to Sarcomo. Out top of the Titans. The free throw line is Nick Houston. Houston, out left baseline, Lars Bergen. Bergen with it to Houston, scoring a foul. So that'll count. Macomb will pick up their first foul out of the locker room. That'll be Elby, his second. Nick Houston a chance to complete the three-point play. First free throw of the night for the Titans here. 33-28, 3:31 to play here in quarter number 3. Free throw on the way, missed it. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound to Hogue, he'll push to Watson. 3:25 to play, 33-28, third quarter. Watson to Kellen Martin out in the left front court, now to Havens and Watson. Approaching the 3-minute mark of quarter number 3, Macomb trying to enter the postseason off a win. Watson out top to Hogue for 3, missed it. Rebound in the lane for Martin. Can't get it to go. Out of bounds and Titan basketball. 3:01 to play in the third quarter. Across the timeline for Sarcomo. Sarcomo kicks ahead, right baseline for Nick Houston. Houston out in front with it. Ahead to Sarcomo. Castile. In the lane. Houston. 360. Back left baseline three. Good. Lars Bergen buries it, and we're back to a 2-point game. 33-31. 2:25 to play third quarter. Macomb. Lead is cut to 2. Havens out top with Hobson. Hobson to Watson. Watson drives in the lane. Out top is Hogue. Hogue slips and falls, picks up his dribble. And he traveled. 2:09 to play in the third. Jeremy Anderson calls timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll pause for one as well. Bombers lead it by 2 after this on the Bombers Sports Network.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by
Big dreams start small. Compeer Financial is here to help them grow. From farm loans to home financing, our Macomb team has the tools to make it happen. Located at 2901 East Jackson Street or in Macomb, or call them today at 309-833-2302. Compeer Financial of Macomb, your partner in growth.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
33-31, Macomb hanging on by 2. 2:07 to play third quarter. Titans with the basketball out of Jeremy Anderson, second time out of the night. Both teams 3 left if they need them. 1:57 to play. And a tie-up near the out of bounds. And line ball, LB back in there for Macomb. Titan basketball here, 33-31. 1:55 to play. Out in the front for the Titans. Elliott Rogers with it. Sarcomo leading the offense out in front. Kicks to Rogers. Rogers back left baseline now. Castile. 1:38 to play, 33-31. In the lane for the Titans. Houston out top, Bergen for 3. Missed it. And a foul called in the lane and against the Titans. That'll be against Houston, his first. Team second, 1:30 to play, third quarter. Right to left, Watson. Out to Hogue at the top of the key. Hogue to Elby. Hogue, corner 3, Havens, missed it. Line ball with the lane. And Elby is fouled. The Monmouth-Roseville's third team foul. And that'll be 2 against Nick Houston. .110 to play, 33-31. Corner 3, Watson missed it. Rebound to the Titans. 60 seconds to play in the third quarter, 33-31. Castile with it, out to Houston, out top. No look pass to the lane, all tied. C. Sarcomo ties the game at 33. 33 all, 45 seconds to play third quarter. Line ball with it, out top it's Nolan Hogue. Hogue to Watson, left baseline 3, missed it. Rebound to the Titans, they'll tip it midair. Rogers crossed the timeline. Intercepted by Watson, tipped into the hands of LB. He'll kick back to Watson. 25 seconds left. Jeremy Anderson directing traffic, trying to get help for Watson. He's double teamed out in the front court with Havens. 19-5 to play. Watson and Havens will steady things up. Down to 13 seconds, 33 all. Havens with it, out to line ball, down to 9 and 8. Watson with it, and Havens fouled. 6.3 left here in quarter number 3. Be the third foul against Clay Castile. Chuck Grant will send in a sub for him. 33 all with 6 seconds left. Watson will be the inbounder. Out to the backcourt, Havens, 5 and 4. Havens with it, down to 3 and 2. Got to get a shot off here, and he won't. Into the quarter, we're all tied at 33 heading to the fourth after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for your next ride? At Kunis Country of Macomb, we've got the selection, the service, and the savings you deserve, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between. Drive home today with confidence. Visit us on East Jackson Street or call 309-837-5757. Kunis Country of Macomb. Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial.
Fourth quarter coming up next here as we get ready to get started. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on Bomber Basketball on the Bombers Sports Network.
This is Brian Barnhart, voice of the University of Illinois Fighting Illini, and you're watching the Bombers Sports Network.
Ready to get the fourth quarter underway. We're all square at 33 as we start the fourth here. Both these teams want to win. Entering the postseason next week, Macomb Seaching win 21. Titan basketball, and we're underway in the fourth. To the lane. Early basket off the glass and in for Elliott Rogers, and the Titans back up 2. 35-33. Watson out in front. Hogue with it. Out top, 7:35 to play. 35-33. Hogue with it. Baseline drive from Watson. He'll take it out top of the key. Free throw line for Watson. Ahead to LB, he's fouled. First team foul against Monmouth-Roseville. That'll be 3 against Nick Houston of Monmouth. Out of bounds on the baseline for the Macomb Bombers. Out top is Isaac Lineball. Line ball to Carter Havens. Line ball, free throw line drive. Missed it, and he'll get some free throws. So 2 quick fouls against Monmouth-Roseville out of the gate here to start the fourth quarter. First foul there against Elliott Rogers. Line ball will shoot 2. These could be big by the end of the night if he makes them both. First one up, missed it. 7:17 to play, fourth quarter, 35-33. Second one is up, and he missed it. 0 of 2 for the Bombers. 35-33, Titans controlling the ball game right now, up 2. 7:07 to play. Line ball on defense. Floater from Sarcoma won't go. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with Monmouth-Roseville. 7:03 to play in the fourth. Titan basketball in front of their own bench. Bergen with it. Kicks right corner and finds Sarcomo. Sarcomo to the glass, puts it up and in. Up and good for C. Sarcomo's got 4 in the second half, and the lead to 4 for Chuck Grant and his Monmouth-Roseville Titans. 6:40 to play, 37-33. Out top is Watson. 6:40 to play in the bowl game. The final game for the senior class on their home floor ever. Line ball to Hogue out top. To Havens. Out to Nick Elby. 6:25 to play in the ball game. 37-33. Watson out top. To line ball. To Hogue. Watson drives, kicked out of his hands, scooped up by the Titans, and they'll run with it. Elliott Rogers trying to go coast to coast, and he's fouled. Rogers will shoot two. The foul against Nolan Hogue. First foul for him, team first as well. First free throw up, it's good. 38-33. Five-point advantage for the Titans, this to make it 6. Good. 39-33. Six minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 39-33, Bombers trailing by 6 here tonight. Havens with it. Out of the free throw line. In the lane is Hogue. Can't get it to go. The putback from Elby won't go, and a foul called against the Titans. Either third team foul. And Houston will pick up his fourth. Out of bounds at the baseline for Macomb here. 5:49 left in this ball game. 6-point advantage for the Titans. Havens got to get it in. He does just in the time. Out front, Watson to Kellen Martin. Martin to Hogue at the top of the key. 5:40 to play. Watson out top is Havens. Havens drives off the glass, missed it. And the Titans will pick it up. Baseball pass ahead to Sarcomo. Coast to coast, Sarcomo off and in. 41-33, Sarcomo puts it up and in. And the Titans lead 41-33. Full timeout. Jeremy Anderson and the crowd rises to their feet. Titans lead it by 8, 41-33 after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Over the years, we've told you about the benefits of choosing Spoon River College.
Affordable.
Transferable credit.
Career ready.
A culture where students feel like they belong.
Wow, that brings a tear to my eye. And while all these are true, there seems to be one thing that, well, sticks. So let's give the people what they want to see.
Enrollment is now open.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for your next ride? At Kunis Country of Macomb, we've got the selection, the service, and the savings you deserve, from trucks to SUVs and everything in between. Drive home today with confidence. Visit us on East Jackson Street or call 309-837-5757. Kunis Country of Macomb. Life is always full of changes. Make sure you're covered. Abram Olson at Country Financial in Macomb is here to protect what matters most. Visit 1601 West Jackson Street in Macomb or call him at 309-836-2885. Abram Olson at Country Financial.
Jeremy Anderson taking his first time out of the fourth quarter. He's got 2 left of the night if he needs them. 41-33. The Titans have held the Bombers scoreless in this fourth quarter. Havens to Watson. 5:15 to play in the ball game. Martin, dribble drive to the basket. Tipped out of the hands of Nick Elby, and the Titans will take it back. Sarcomo is fouled near midcourt. Second team foul against Macomb. Martin will pick up his first. 5:06 to play in this ball game. 41-33. The Titans in control right now as we have the 5-minute mark of the fourth quarter. Final home game of the campaign. Macomb trying to defend the floor here at the hanger. Long 3-ball good. Clay Castile. 44-33, and the Titans starting to run away with it. Watson out top to Kellen Martin. 4:40 to play in this ball game. Left baseline, Drew Watson. Right wing 3, Hogue missed it. Off the front of the rim. Havens in the lane, off the glass, missed it. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with Macomb. 4:26 to play in the ball game. Isaac Lineball back in for Macomb. 44-33. The lead is 11 for Monmouth-Roseville. 4:26 to play in this ball game. Havens out top with it. In the lane. Elby off the glass. Count it, and 1. 14 foul for Monmouth-Roseville. Big play from Nick Elby, a man who's kept Macomb in this game pretty much the whole night. And the scoring drought for Macomb in the fourth quarter will come to an end. 4:19 to play in the fourth quarter, 44-35. Macomb going to have to fight their way back into this one. Don't know what just happened there. I think maybe blood or something. Yeah, I think somebody maybe has blood on their arm. They'll have to come out. Training staff going down there to attend to that. Elby shooting one. Off the front of the rim for the Bombers, no good. Rebound of the Titans. Sarcomo from our left to our right. 4:10 to play in the ballgame. 44-35. Sarcomo, dribble drive to the glass, missed it. Tipped into the hands of Nolan Hogue. Bombers have it. They'll sprint the floor. Out to line ball. Line ball, cross-court pass, left baseline, three. Havens missed it. Rebound in the hands of Nick Houston. Houston fumbles the ball, picked up by Watson. Backdoor pass, and finally a foul called near the baseline. This place is going crazy tonight. And Macomb has entered the bonus. Third foul against Sarcomo. Hogue will shoot two. Big free throws here late in this game for Macomb. 3:50 to play. Got the first one. 44-36. One more for Nolan Hogue here. 44-36. Missed it. 44-36. 3:47 to play in the ball game. Sarcomo brings it up into the front court for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. 3:40 to play in the ball game. Sarcomo, free throw line, to the lane, off the glass and in for Caden Russell. And the lead back to double digits. Russell lays it off the glass and in for the Titans. Bombers going to have to battle here. 3:25 to play in the contest. Left wing is Watson. Out top three, Carter Havens. Can't get it to go. And we're going to have a jump ball tie up. Yes, back to Macomb with 3:18 to play. Bomber basketball in the lane. Hogue off the glass, missed it. Rebound, and he's fouled again. So Hogue will get two free throws now. One of two in the fourth quarter. Hogue going to shoot two more. 3:11 left in this ball game. The first one on the way, and he got it. 46-37. Second one from Nolan Hogue on the way, got it. 46-38. Left to right for the Titans. Sarcomo to bring it up and cross the timeline. 3 minutes left. 46-38. Left front court, Elliott Rogers. Rogers out front to Nick Houston. In the lane, bounce pass. Rogers missed it. Hogue grabs it midair, pushes the line ball. 2:45 to play in this contest at the hangar. Hogue with it. Out top, dribble drive, in the lane, off the glass, missed it. Line ball, finally gets a hand on it. Havens scoops it up near the Macomb bench. 2:30 to play in the ball game, 46-38. Titans in front. Bombers steady it with Watson at the top of the key. Need a basket here. Hogue, dribble drive, in the lane, off the glass and in. 46-40. Timeout, Chuck Grant. 46-40, 30-second timeout. Chuck Grant, 2:15 left in this ball game. Macomb trying to hang on and forge a comeback here late in this fourth quarter. Been down for mostly all of it. Macomb seeking win number 21 as they head to the postseason on Wednesday night to Downs, Illinois, to face the Bloomington Central Catholic Saints. First horn out of the timeout, 46-40, a little over 2 minutes left in this bragging rights battle here. This place rocking tonight. Always is when these two teams meet up at the hangar. 2:10 to play, 46-40. Sarcomo brings it across the timeline. Out front, Lars Bergen kicked by Nolan Hogue. Looked like he was kicking a field goal there. Be picked up by Ed Fulkerson in the backcourt. 2:04 to play. Bombers up the defensive pressure. Into the backcourt, Sarcomo. Guarded by Nolan Hogue. 2 minutes to play. Right baseline for Castile. Out front is Sarcomo. 1:50 to play. Watson and Havens on defense. Hogue tips it midair. Houston able to grab it. Out in the front court now is Sarcomo. Sarcomo to Houston. 1:40 to go. In the lane. Off the glass. Up and in. Lars Bergen. 48-40. Lars Bergen extends the Titans' lead. 48-40. 1:28 to play in the ballgame. Watson at the top of the key. In the lane. Elby puts it up and in. 48-42. Macomb not going away without a fight. 1:15 to play in the fourth quarter. Stolen away. Elby, Watson, Havens off the glass. Missed it. And the rebound to the Titans. Bombers on defense. 63 seconds to play in this ball game, and Watson will foul. Macomb's third team foul. Watson's first. 65 seconds left in this ball game. Macomb trailing by 6 on their home floor to the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Final game of the regular season for both squads. And another foul there. Havens, team's fourth. Havens first. 58-6 left. Out of bounds for Lars Bergen. Monmouth-Roseville up 6. Elby on defense. Tapped out of the hands of the Titans. Line ball picks it up. Watson pulls up 3. Banked it in, missed it. And the rebound of the Titans. 45 seconds to play. And we got a foul. Likely going to be against Elby. It'll be his third if it is. It will be, and that'll put Monmouth-Roseville in the bonus for the rest of this ball game. 48-42. Clay Castile will shoot 2 free throws. First one up and good. (49-42). 44 seconds left. The second one is up, and he got them both. 50-42, Monmouth by 8 once again. 44 seconds to play. Isaac line ball to Nolan Hogue. Out top, Hogue in the lane to Elby. Missed it. Tapped around. Back into the hands of Monmouth. Line ball trying to foul. Finally, we got a timeout called by Nick Houston in the backcourt. And it'll be a full timeout called by Monmouth-Roseville. 50-42 after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Whether it's an emergency situation or an outpatient scan, McDonough District Hospital's radiology department offers the test you need right here in Macomb. If you need an MRI, a CT scan, ultrasound, x-ray, a bone density scan, or to schedule an annual mammogram, our experienced radiology staff will provide high-quality, compassionate care. McDonough District Hospital, your community radiology partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
We're back at the hangar. 50-42, Monmouth-Roseville putting together a great comeback in this second half after being down a little bit. Heading into the locker room, Macomb had the momentum with a Drew Watson 3-ball. It's back into the hands of the Titans as they lead 50-42, and it'll be Titan basketball from the back baseline here. 32-3 left in this ball game. Macomb on defense. Hogue to guard the inbounder. Castile inbounds and the quick foul. Believe that'll be against Carter Havens, and it will be. It'll be Havens' second, and we'll get free throws now from the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Lars Bergen is going to the free throw line. 31-6 left, 50-42. 8-point lead for Monmouth. The first one up, missed it. Off the left side of the rim. 31-6 left. Second one on the way, missed it. Ho grabs it midair. Line ball from our right to our left. 25 seconds left, and a foul there against Monmouth. And we'll get more free throws. Caden Russell, his second, sends line ball to the line. 0 of 2 in the fourth quarter, and for the night is line ball. 50-42, the first one up, got it. 50-43, the lead cut to 7. 24-7 left in the fourth quarter. Second one is up, got him. 50-44. Tipped it mid-court. Houston ahead to a wide open shot, up and good for Caden Russell to put the exclamation point on the night for the Titans. A foul the other way with 11.2 left in this ball game. 52-44, and the fourth foul against Clay Castile. Watson will shoot. 11.2 left, first one up and good. 52-45. The second one is up, is good. 52-46. He'll get one more. Third, all three, nothing but net. 52-47, 11 seconds left. Foul near the inbound almost. I don't think they got it there, no. It'll be Titan basketball here, back baseline. 10 seconds left. Line ball will foul. It'll be his second, and will shoot free throws. Macomb lost to Monmouth-Roseville about a year ago today. It was February 21st, 2025 at the Shoebox. It was about a year ago today. Macomb lost 43-37 at the Shoebox. And then we all know what happened next in the postseason. That was the wake-up call that Macomb team needed to go on to a regional plaque. Monmouth-Roseville looking like they're going to seal the deal here at the hangar. And are we going to have a rerun of last year? 53-47. Second one is up, no good. 9 seconds left. Watson crosses the timeline, pulls up for three. Missed it. Rebound to the Titans. They're going to walk out of here with bragging rights and win it. 53-47. They storm the floor in Bomber country. The Titans knock off the Macomb Bombers on their home floor. 53-47 tonight at the hangar. We head to the Sports Corner at 1:24 postgame report after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their longtime roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
We're back at the hangar, our Sports Corner at 1:24 post-game report. Final numbers here for you on our post-game report presented by Sports Corner at 124 for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans, 9 for Clay Castile, 6 for C. Sarcomo, 15 the leading scorer Lars Bergen, 6 for Elliott Rogers, 12 for Caden Russell, a 53-point effort for the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. For the Macomb Bombers, who dropped to 20-10 after this loss tonight on their home floor, Hogue with 11, Watson with 11, 4 from line ball, 2 from Havens. Nick Elby, game of the life tonight, big one for him, 19 in total for Elby. Macomb loses on their home floor to finish the regular season 47-53. And our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report, Rich Fowler going to join us tonight. Rich has done the camera work and station engineer work, and you name it, he's done it. Rich, you've had a great career here, and the last game for you at the hangar, and you saw a really good one tonight.
Yeah, I did. I've seen multiple good ones. One from Peoria Manual,
yep.
First year, second year actually, and then I saw the second year
yep.
when we went back to back, got it on our home floor, which is awesome. And then this year, which is my final year doing this, then I'll come back and I'll do it as a referee. There
you go. So you're heading to the postseason. Hopefully a regional plaque in store. And, we made that run last year. You caught that final shot on video, and it was one heck of a game last year, and you're hopefully going to catch a few more moments this year.
Hopefully, but it's going to be a big game because BCC is a really good team.
They're very good indeed. Final thoughts from you after doing this for so many years and all these games, football, basketball, and refereeing, and give us your final thoughts on as you wrap it up here.
Well, it's been a good run. I've loved doing it. It was kind of a spur of the moment deal. I got recruited my sophomore year to do it for football. I didn't think I was going to be doing it for basketball. It just kind of got recruited. It came up, and I did it for football and liked it, and then came over to the basketball side and been doing it with you for those 3 years and loved it. First season I was with you, I went to the Elite Eight with you, so I've loved every single moment of it.
It was a great run indeed, and we're still not done yet.
We're not done yet.
Got more work to do next week. Rich, can't thank you enough for everything you've done the last few years. It's been a blast. We've been to regional championships. We've been to the Elite Eight. We've done it all in the last 4 years, playoff football. So can't thank you enough. Thank you so much for all your work, and still more work to do next week. We got unfinished business still.
We still got that. Let's go get it.
All right, that's Rich Fowler. Thank you very much on our post-game report. 53-47, the final score here on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. And Macomb loses their final game of the regular season to the Monmouth-Roseville Titans by a score of 53-47. Macomb will drop to 20-10 as they head to the IHSA postseason next week against the Bloomington Central Catholic Saints. We'll take another break. Back with more from the hangar after this on our Sports Corner at 124 postgame report on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Bomber basketball on the Bomber Sports Network is brought to you by.
Looking for fitness, family fun, and community all in one place? The YMCA of McDonough County has it all. Swim, play, wellness for all ages. Visit 1400 East Calhoun Street or call them at 309-833-2129 to learn about membership information. Are you searching for a ride at the right price? Ron Elby Auto Sales in Macomb has quality used cars, trucks, and SUVs, and even bad boy mowers. Visit them at 1525 East Jackson Street or call 309-836-3523. Ron Elby Auto Sales of Macomb.
You're in good hands with Macomb Allstate agent Stacy Foxall. For a free insurance review, call Allstate agent Stacy Foxall at 309-837-3233 today. At Bedwell Tree Service, they take pride in their long-time roots in McDonough County. Serving Western Illinois, they offered expert tree care with competitive fees and outstanding results. Trust the local team with a stellar reputation. Bedwell Tree Service, your leading Macomb tree care provider.
Tee off at Harry Masato Golf Course, WIU's scenic public 18-hole gym in the Lemoyne River Valley. Play a challenging, gorgeous round today. Stop by 1215 Tower Road or call them at 309-298-3676 to book your tee time today.
At McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody Law Firm, they put your needs first. Their experienced attorneys in Macomb are here to fight for you. Trust in their dedication because your case deserves the best. McMillan, Henning Fint, and DeJody, your community, your law firm in Macomb.
Join you back on our Sports Corner at 124 post-game report. Macomb head coach Jeremy Anderson joins us following a 53-47 loss to the Monmouth-Roseville Titans. Macomb wraps up the regular season 20-10. Coach, one of the things you said earlier in the week at practice, you told the boys throw the records out because anytime these two teams meet, it is a dogfight to the end, and it was the same story again tonight in this matchup.
Yeah, I think that was another great example of the way our games with Monmouth-Roseville usually go. I mean, either team can make it or break it on just a few possessions here and there, and that was a really hard-fought, good competitive game. I think that the last regular season game, you'd like to see those types of games, right? I know our kids really played hard, and coaches' kids really played hard, and they made some more plays than we did there. About midway through the third quarter on, we came up about 6 points short.
Nick Elby leads you tonight with 19. Big effort from him. What did you see out of him tonight?
Well, he did a great job finishing around the basket, and we were doing a really good job of getting the ball down in there to him, and he needed to do it a few more times and maybe a little more there in the second half, and maybe the outcome might have been a little bit different. But, yeah, he did a really nice job scoring down in the post, was confident, went at his own speed, went up and scored. They had to make some adjustments on how they were guarding him, so, yeah, that was really good.
Going into next week, IHSA 2A postseason, the regular season flew by 20-10. Obviously, first reaction as you guys wrap up the year, and part one is done, and 0-0 first thing tomorrow morning.
Sure, that's what we just told the guys is we got to feel bad about this one for tonight. We got to flush it. We got to get in here tomorrow morning and start our prep for the regional, which is going to be against a really good team and an unfamiliar environment for us, and so we're going to have to use the preparation time that we have as best we can.
You guys will have the advantage, though, with several bus trips already this year, so something the boys will already be used to, getting on a bus and making a road trip.
Yeah, they should be pretty used to it. I mean, it's going to be a long night, and hopefully when we get over there in plenty of time, they get up, stretch their legs, move around a little bit, try to get there in time for the first game to start. So, yeah, that's going to be a tough game regardless of where it's played. The opponent's going to be really, really good, and so I think our guys will be excited if we can get past the disappointment of this one and move on to tomorrow and start preparing.
Obviously disappointed with the result tonight, but this place was rocking tonight.
Sure,
it was really cool to see, and give us your thoughts on the atmosphere tonight.
I thought it was great. I thought it's the best we've had in a long time. I thought it was two familiar teams and relatively close proximity to one another, and a lot of familiarity between the groups, so that brings a lot more competitiveness to it, and a lot of people want to come and watch that. So I think it was fun for our guys to play in that environment for sure.
All right, Coach, very good. We'll see you Wednesday night next week for a late night in Tri-Valley, down to Illinois.
Yep, absolutely.
All
Thanks,
right,
man.
thank you, Coach. 53-47, the final score. Coach Jeremy Anderson on our Sports Corner at 1:24 post-game report. Back to wrap it up in a moment after this on the Bombers Sports Network from Learfield.
Every McDonough District Hospital sports medicine and rehabilitation patient receives one-on-one appointment times with a licensed staff member. They develop a personalized recovery and treatment plan to turn your setback into a comeback. We offer physical and occupational therapy, vestibular rehabilitation, speech-language pathology, cardiac and pulmonary rehabilitation, dry needling, and pelvic floor therapy. MDH, your community physical therapy partner, growing our legacy one patient at a time.
The big crowd has filed out of the hangar following a battle between these two programs. That's why we call it the Battle of US-67. After all, it always is a battle, and the sellout, quote-unquote sellout crowd, it was packed to the rafters tonight here in the MHS gym. Really good atmosphere here tonight as final score. Macomb loses their final game of the regular season, 53-47. We're back with you on Wednesday night of next week in Downs, Illinois for Macomb and Bloomington Central Catholic in America's original March Madness. All that and more. We'll have a lot of cool stuff. Favorite time of year, we'll have a lot of stuff on our socials over the weekend and stuff, throwing back to old teams and look through the rich history of Macomb basketball and their postseason, both on the boys and the girls' side. So that's going to wrap it up. Justice Keene with you here tonight. Rich Fowler handling station engineer work. This broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Bomber Sports Network under the broadcasting rights produced for the private use of our audience. Any other use of the broadcast without the express written consent of Bomber Sports Network prohibited. Rich Fowler, our station engineer. Justice Keene, our sports director. Live from the hangar, the final time of the 25-26 campaign. We say sorry we couldn't get you a win tonight, but we'll be back at it next week on Wednesday night for America's original March Madness. Again, final score, Monmouth-Roseville wins it 53-47. Good night from the hangar. We got to go beat UCLA tomorrow with the Fighting Illini. Let's go get at least one win this weekend. So good night from the hangar. Sorry we couldn't get you a win. And go Bombers.